Hello students, you know angiosperms means flowering plants. That flower is a fascinating organ which is there, which is given by the nature and for the sexual reproduction. Flower contains various things but we can divide into two, that is the reproductive unit and all the various accessory organs associated with the flower, and there is a reason. So today's topic is flower. What is the motive of the flower? Why nature has created flower? This is what we are going to study today. So let's start with topic flower. If a flower contains both the two sex organs, then it is a bisexual flower, and if there is only one sex organ present, then it is a unisexual flower. So I am going to draw first a bisexual flower which contains both the sex organ, that is androecium and gynoecium. So let's start with this. It is a bisexual flower. You see, containing various features. I will name them one by one. So this is one flower in front of you. Let's start with this, the main part first, that is the primary part for which nature has created flower. And what is that primary function is sexual reproduction. So again sex organs required. And as I told you that because the flower which is on your screen, it contains both the sex organ, it means it is a bisexual flower. There are many flowers, like if you take example of papaya, it contains only one sex. It means you need two plants so that from one to get a female sex organ and from other to get a male sex organ. So what happened? They have a unisexual flower. But China rose, which is here on your screen, it is a bisexual or hermaphrodite flower. So coming to the primary one, the first part I have shown you here is stigma. It is the female reproductive part, that is stigma, and its function is to provide landing platform, actually it is, for the pollen grain. So what is the another one is? This is the style, and here let me bring closer, ovary. Three parts are in front of you. Collectively it is known as carpel. Collectively we can give the term carpel, or the second term again for the same pistil, or gynoecium. That is the third. All these three means same, that is we are talking about all these. So what is this? It is a female reproductive, unit present in a flower. Now see the other one. This is what is anther. And you see this is the filament which attach the anther to the female, that is the flower part. This is filament. What is it? Filament. Both of these two collectively may known as either stamen, we can use the term stamen for it, or androecium, that is the male reproductive unit. So here we have the two sex organs present in the flower, and these are the primary organs required for the sexual reproduction. But there are many more. They don't participate directly in reproduction, but they are the accessory. They are required because they help in pollination, or maybe they help in production. You see what happened here? These are the petals, bright in color, because it is meant for insect pollination. Here we have the sepals, that is the calyx, and the function of calyx is to protect when the flower is in bud form, protect from the grazing animals so that the flower remains inside, and when it matures it then comes as a flower in front of us, right? So these all are necessary. So here we studied now that what is the features, what are the reproductive structures of a flower, that is a bisexual flower.